going on, YouTube? It's the Green Shiz here. Hope you enjoyed that sexy ass introduction. That thing's been in the works for like a month. I probably didn't add any audio to it yet because it's still pretty fresh. Working on that. It is happening. It's in the works. So let me know what you think of that intro. It cost me like $150 worth of cards with this guy who does designs, and that's what we came up with. So shout out to those people. They didn't sponsor me, so I'm not going to drop their name. It's the way it fucking goes. I got all these fucking followers and viewers. Yeah, so it's been a minute. Enjoyed my weekend. Had a great fucking weekend. Went to the zoo. Got to see some more animals. Shout out to the zoo. Detroit Zoo's awesome. Highly recommend it to the one person that might be going to the zoo here. But I love it. We love going with the family, so it's a good time. I wanted to just a few things, kind of jump into some of my purchases I did today in person at two different card stores. Talk about some of the sweaty boys in Yu-Gi-Oh! The people sweating, chasing Rarity. Not Rarity. What the fuck is it called? The highest level of Rarity, like Ultimate Rare versus a Secret Rare. So yeah, the Rarity. Talk a little bit about my 101 Zapdos, which unfortunately has not come in yet, but talk about it. And then also talked a little bit about Collecticon, what I plan on doing there. So let's start off. I bought a $11.99 box. Not really. It was originally $11.99, but I bought this Yu-Gi-Oh! Starter deck from 2002, I believe, is when this came out. But it's, besides a little bit of nick here, thing's damn clean. Picked this up at a store called Collectible Investments here in Michigan. This was $400, and it's awesome. So that was one pickup. The next pickup was about $275, and I bought a bunch of Shadowless cards. These are all monsters, trainers, and energies. Handful of energies. Trainers. Kind of give you an idea. It's a lot of energies. So these are all Shadowless cards. Those of you who don't know Shadowless, check one of my earlier videos. Kind of explains the base set, Shadowless and First Edition. It's one of the first things you should know, because it's the only way you're gonna kind of understand what's going on. So me and you are actually looking through these for the first time. My local store will call me when they get some new cards in that fall under the type of shit I'm trying to buy. And yeah, so pick these up. They had a Red Cheeks, didn't want to buy the Red Cheeks. Too much hype. These seem to be in decent condition too. But as some of you don't know, I collect these. I have probably, let me show you. This whole row is Shadowless monsters. There is a few trainers. There's trainers at the back, probably not that many. No energies, but it's all Shadowless. I penny sleeve each one. I collect them. It's one of the main things I collect, the Shadowless. I have a huge fan of it. The fact that it looks exactly like a first edition card. Same art. No shadow on the side. Just missing the first edition symbol. It's the wrong side. It'd be on this side. But yeah, that's definitely my bread and butter. So yeah, I look forward to going through those and penny sleeving all of those. Even my energies I penny sleeve. I got pretty anal about penny sleeving. Everything I care about is penny sleeved. So that's that. I also have this amazing rare Kyogre that I picked up in another video earlier on. I posted I picked up probably 20 of them and sent them all for grading. And I don't think any of them were as centered as this one. I was a serious centering issue with these cards. That one's good. That one is good. I sent in almost 20 of these to be graded at CGC. That was back when it was like $7 a piece. $10 with subgrades. So it was not bad at all. Can't beat that price in the turnaround times which you're facing now. So that's pretty dope. Real quick, I want to get into, I've been looking at some Yu-Gi-Oh shit. Obviously I bought this starter deck, and it blows my fucking mind, the price difference. There's a really popular card called Tour Guide of the Underworld. It's almost could be a waifu type card. It's got a girl on the front of it. Kind of animated, not like some of the Pokemon waifus, but nonetheless, it's a girl. The original Secret Rare version, first edition, goes for significantly less than a reprinted Ultimate Rare version. You would think the original printing in first edition would jump ahead of it, but all is lost in this is clear across the board. Almost every card I've noticed that has a higher rarity printing, like an Ultimate Rare or a Starlight Rare, those always go more money than the original printing, which is crazy to me. So, like the Crush Card Virus from Gold Series, that card was originally printed Shonen Jump Championship, reprinted in Gold Series 1. Gold Series 1 has the same exact artwork as the Shonen Jump Championship, which helps a lot of people with nostalgia. And then Duelist Pat Kaiba dropped another Crush card. A little bit harder to get, people say. But the Gold Series Crush card was no fucking joke, because people bought cases and didn't get it. So Duelist Pat Kaiba came out, alternative art, and an Ultimate Rare. And the price is higher than the Gold Series. Something about the first printing screams value to me. There's no way in hell I would go for a card that was printed, 3 years ago. And I don't know the print years of the tour guide. I know the original tour guide came probably out in like 2009-ish. Don't know when the Ultimate Rare came out. It had to probably be in the last 6 years. So it was definitely printed a few years after the original. But the price is higher. I get it's harder to get, but it's the same fucking card. Reprinted it with a later year. Same exact effect. Not alternative art. Just slightly higher rarity. Older is better in most of my cases. So I would, if I had the choice, if I was looking at both cards side by side and I had to pay a market value for one, I would buy the Secret Rare almost all day long, based just the projectile of value I could get in future years. I don't know, maybe I'd like to hear some of your opinions of that, because I was more of a vintage player. I didn't play past, I played a little bit with not link summoning, Exceed summoning, so a little bit into that, never got past that, but I started at the very beginning when they were handing out Legacy of Darkness at tournaments. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts there. Is that consistent across all cards? Because that was just a snapshot for me. But I have seen some other shit where Ultimate Rares printed at a much later date, like the Crush card and Tour Guide, both seek higher value than the original printings in first edition, which is crazy. Jumping now, my 101 Zapdos is FedExed, is in Romulus, on its way here. We'll have it tomorrow for sure. So that card's a fucking banger. It's going to be a fucking highlight of my 2021 probably. I guess there's still a lot of time left, about 6 months, but that card is prime for my collection, my Zapdos collection. So there's a few other cards I'd like to get, but you never know when one of these types would pop up. I had no plans on, I was not searching for this card. It just, I saw it and I was like, offer, buy now. It's mine. So It's the way it goes sometimes. So can't do that too many times. You still gotta make money in this hobby. You can't just keep buying and collecting, buying and collecting. You gotta, like, I have all these cards that I'm planning on take to CollectCon, and do some sales there. So I guess a little bit on that. A few people had asked to do some type of vlog down there. That's the plan. I'm going to try and put something together. Usually a vlog is a bunch of different video clips slammed together to show kind of the things that went on, not just a constant recording like this, 15-minute snippet usually. So I'll slam together a bunch of different videos, try and make them correlate and connect with transitions. That might be a bitch, but yeah, so we're flying down there the 25th, my son's birthday, so late at night that day we're flying out. I think the flight's at like 9 p.m., so I can stay here all day, got the day off work. Yeah, so that'll be dope. Looking forward to it. Got people seeing my shirts I made. I made some shirts to wear down there. Yeah, so it'll be a riot. Now, looking forward, there's this thing called the National coming up. Kind of gauge and see how CollectCon goes here. The National's a lot more local for me, so I won't require a flight. So that's even more reason to go. But it's there in Chicago. It's basically I think it's the world's largest sports cards convention. And other, I'm sure Pokemon, because I don't think they had it last year because it was in July. COVID probably slapped the shit out of it. But we're coming off the highest ever prices of sports cards, highest ever prices of Pokemon. Sports has been trending down. Pokemon's trending down similarly to sports. Nobody watches sports, but it's crazy. So this July is probably going to be insane at the National. Just all the different types of card games, all the crossover, all the sports cards collectors getting into Pokemon. Even at this little convention I went to, sports card collection and convention in Lansing, almost every other sports card collector had a little Pokemon section, because they were getting back. They saw the shit going on and they're into it. So that'll be sick to see. I know CollectCon used to be called PokeCon. It's a lot more strict, driven towards Pokemon and other collection items. So that's going to be crazy. So that'll be sweet. Something else I noticed, and a lot of people might not realize this because I've been looking into sports cards and cards I like, and the pop reports have turned me off on sports cards so bad. It's insane what they consider low pop in sports cards versus low pop in Pokemon. When you hear low pop in Pokemon, you're usually thinking under 100. And then when you look at some grails like Jordan, Fleer card, Gretzky, rookie card, those pops in PSA 10, I want to say, are usually, I don't recall off the top of my head, I would say they're 500-ish copies of Gretzky, the rookie card. Basically the Grail hockey card. PSA 10 is probably right up there. I don't know. I'd have to look at the value. Probably around 50,000 in O-Pee-Chee rookie card, not a Topps. 500-ish copies. Going off the top of my head again, I can't remember. It's been a while since I looked at that pop, but I want to say it was about 500. And then you look at Pokemon, first edition Charizard population, probably 125 to 130 now, probably 125-ish. Just insane low compared to sports. Obviously, sports is sports. Everyone and his brother grew up watching Red Wings hockey, Red Wings for people local to me. Just hockey, sports, baseball, football. Everyone will always love it. It's attached to a person, a name. But damn, 500. So at any given moment, if a sale occurs that's astronomical on a Gretzky, say it sells for $1 million, 500 people could put that bitch on eBay at the same time. God knows all 500 of those people know the value of their card and are watching the market. And that scares the shit out of me. That's a lot of shit. There was another card. It was like Pop 10,000 for a PSA 10. And I watched his channel called Sports Card Collector, and he mentioned it. He's like, this card's a Pop 10,000. I wouldn't invest in it. It's like a $400 card. Pop 10,000. That's insane. That's like the entire. That's like all of. That's pop 10. PSA 10 pop is 10,000, and it's still a $400 card. That's fucking insane. Never in Pokemon's life would they ever see a $400 card pop 10,000. That's like how many evolutions Charizards have been graded with the holo, the regular holo that mimics the base set. I want to say that pop, it's 10,000 times it's been graded. Period. Go back from that, how many PSA 10s? Under 200. And that card, that 10, is similar price to whatever it was a modern-ish popular player. I forget what the fuck it was. It might have been, no, it wasn't Babyface Steph Curry PSA 10 rookie. It was a little newer than that, but fuck. 10,000 of them bitches could slap on eBay. That price would be driven to China. Shout out to all the people in China. That price would hit you in the mouth if 10,000 of those hit fucking eBay. That's basically what XY Evolutions was. When the price was so cheap, everyone and their fucking brother had it listed. You could buy it from any city nationwide. Everyone had it. Everyone probably still does, but they're smarter because the price went up and now they're holding. They're not flooding the market, and that's what kills prices. Availability. And yeah, so be aware of the pop reports on cards, which is why I bought this 101 Zapdos. That's where the investments are right now. Is low population, rare cards, not pop 10,000 sports cards that cost $300. Fuck that. And with that, I'll send you off. Talk to you guys later. You have a good evening. Peace.